Hello, fellow metalsmiths, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Death of the Isle, Episode 17, Arms and Armor. Well, Shield, you're wearing your lovely Valiant armor. Your helmet's actually not that bad. So let's get you the axe. The throwbacks. Unless I want an elephant spear, probably the axe. Well, I don't have materials for the spear. So let's get you that axe. So in order to start that job, we need a little bit more mana. No problem. I might not have the materials for this. I should. 200 steel? I think we have 300. Yeah, I have the materials. I don't know why I can't just click this to start it up. Because I have the research too. Unless we want something like... I mean, there's other weapons, I suppose. There's Decimation, which is not as high armor pen. Glory Maul... Demon's Fang. These are all two-handeds. Or one-handeds. So yeah, really it's just the throwbacks. But, can't seem to summon it. Or create it. Not sure why. So in terms of the full list of materials... Silver, I've got jade. Maybe it's the jade. No, I have the jade. Just enough of it. Magicite, I have in spades. Timber, I have in spades. Steel, I have. And the horns I have, right? Where do we even put our horns? Did we destroy it? No, you know what? It's low-key possible that, like, somehow or another... the horns were, like, destroyed on the smelter. I could believe that. No, they're not. That was apparel and weapons. So they shouldn't have. So I'm not really sure about that. Where did my Thrumbo horns go? Because I had them. I butchered Thrumbo, 4 of them. I have the Dare antlers, but I don't have the Thrumbo horns. Because they wouldn't... Taking a look at my smelt queue, they are definitely not set to be destroyed. They're not even just in the queue anywhere, right? No. Yeah, I am a bit at a loss. Anyone have any theories as to what happened to my my Thrumbo horns? Is it possible someone's carrying them? Probably not. They're not like a inventory item, but I could check. No. Did they get shunted over here and like rotted? No, they're not allowed there or there. So they weren't decayed. I don't know. And I do recall seeing them. Are they not in the weapons stockpile? No, they're not, oddly. They're entirely missing. Are they material for the bone furniture that got built? No, they're not. They're not smeltable. And they're not bone, either. They're a weapon. The game classifies a Thrumbo horn as like a weapon, like a dagger. I could do a high priority stockpile to try to find them, sure. But I do think they're missing. So it's a miscellaneous item. Oh, could the armor have taken them? No. It's not a valid material for the Valiant armor, I don't think. No. They're not consumed. They're not consumed in any of these recipes other than the Thrum weapons themselves, which I have not made at all. I just don't know. They should not have disappeared. Could the Slave Rebellion have destroyed them? No, Slave Rebellions don't destroy items. They grab items to use against you, but they won't actively destroy them. I think... Well, I never used them for anything. So yeah, I think I'm going to dev mode them in, because I should have them. No raiders stole them either. It's not like I had raiders breach my base and take items and run off the map tile. So that would be the only other way to lose items out of nowhere. They're not considered... The horns are not considered bones. You don't build with them ever. Bones is a completely different material. A horn is a miscellaneous item. Bone is a building material. They're completely unrelated to one another. It'd be like saying that you built a wall out of daggers. Like the game, it's not even a... It doesn't make sense. Because the Thrumbo horn is like essentially a dagger. I'm curious as to where they end up going. Yeah, they just end up in the general stockpile. As they should. Okay, well, at least now we can start the Thrumbax. I'm still very curious where the hell the Thrumbo went, because I didn't get rid of it, but... the problem for another day. There we go. There's my Thrumbax. A good Thrumbax. And this is going to be shields. Yeah, it is very weird. Because I didn't do anything to them. They're not smeltable. I don't have a destroy queue to destroy them. There's not a good reason for them to have disappeared. But yet they did. So Shield has a very dangerous weapon now. Okay. So the other question is, should my mages get leather armor or magic cloaks? Or magic clothing? So armor obviously would protect them from attacks. Clothing would help them cast more. And I'll have you guys vote on that. But shield stuff is pretty much done. I don't really need him to get a better helmet. His current helmet has pretty high sharp protection, so he's essentially finished. Are there enchantments on the axe? There are, yes. So the axe has magic energy increase, ability resistance, and ability bonus enchantments on it. Oh, finally, we're watching the rec room, and we don't get penalties. Perfect. Wishbringer, thank you for the resub. And do Village, too. Cheers. So here you can see the horns are just like happily sitting on the shelves as they're supposed to. We do have some ambrosia. I did want to also add some pathing in to parts of the base. Partially to block trees and partially to increase movement speed. Nothing's more annoying than like trees growing right outside your doors so you can't even move. And that will inevitably take a little bit more granite. That's something the shield can help us with. Now that he has some fresh armor, we can put him back to work. And you guys want magic clothing. So I think it's pretty reasonable to say Tal should get first dibs, but I'm not sure what to make. So if I did Robes of the Archmage, which is probably the nicest stuff I have access to right now, that gives a huge amount of ability bonuses. The caveat is I'm likely going to want Mage Weave in order to make it. So let's put cloth here as an important, and then put Mage Weave here. Oh, that's weird. Mage Weave isn't a material. Oh, is this? Mana Weave, sorry. Not Mage Weave. All the corpse loot with all of our little minions running around. There's still some clothing out here, but there's no valid spot for that. One of these corpses needs to get stripped. So the issue is no one's allowed out here. So if I want to strip these guys, I have to send someone out micromanaging them because we don't allow our people to go out where the corpses are. So I'm sending Shield out there to strip them. And then what should happen is that the minions then will go grab their armor and we can smelt it. That looks funny. So I don't have a ton of cloth. Cloth would definitely be something smart to continue to manufacture so that I have more mana weave for mage clothing. So I'll put that in the farm here. I'll just grow a ton of it because I think we're going to go through a lot of it through. A lot of it was used up when I made the billiards tables and poker tables. Thomas is dutifully filling up the storage bins. We are very low on slate as well. I'm just going to do like a giant remove roof area. So a lot of the granite pathing is going in so we can move about our the grounds of our base a little bit faster. Oh, found some sapphires. Alright, starting to get cooler, so I can get rid of all of the passive coolers. And we finally have expert enchanting. So what do you want to research next will be up to you. If we went with magic, I would do portals or scribing, maybe both. If we went with agriculture, I could finally get onions, mushrooms, lentils, garlic. If we went with weaponry or armor, I would try to find good weapons or armor that I've since overlooked. Another, ooh, grizzly bears. Nice. I like when the animals are big, so I don't have to kill a bajillion of them. I wonder if they'll even make it to me. I probably won't even need to close my doors. Yeah, they're getting trashed. Shield, you can go back to sleep. I have my bowman actively hunt. Minions are propping the doors open and pissing off the bears that are up north. It's fine. Minions die, I'll just summon another one. Would a trap maze be useful here? Probably not. Steel and iron are kind of expensive to come by, so spending a lot of resources on a maze that we don't use because we can defend ourselves very easily is not super helpful. If we're trying to knock people unconscious, maybe a low damage wooden trap maze would be alright, but that's assuming that I can get the enemies to go through it. Normally they would, but I don't know. Personally, I kind of like killing things myself rather than leaving it up to like wooden traps to do it. I haven't really seen what Shield can do with that axe. So although it's a little reckless, let's have him go pick a fight with like something. Well, I'll start small, like a wheel donkey. Okay, that donkey lost its whole body. That donkey basically lost its whole body. Hey, dire boar. This dire boar is getting cut in half. Pretty reasonable. I don't want to like tank needlessly with shield because it does wear down the armor, but I would say that was pretty effective. Pretty effective. You want the Mega Sloth? Alright, last test. Test of might. I got a little bruise to the arm, a little bite to the leg, and it's dead. I would say the weapon's pretty strong. The armor could be higher quality, so could the weapon, but now the other thing that I could do is let's take a look at thrum bows to see if their stats are worth it. 2145. Compare that to Crimson. 2046. They're about the same. Thrum bows are going to be magically enchanted, which is the only edge that they would have over regular ones. And it's possible it might be a higher quality. So yeah, I'll do a thrum bow for Crimson. Probably not anyone else though. And you guys want agriculture research, so let's do that. I think Olsen had a crisis of faith and like converted to a random ideology called Natural Path. So there's more ideologians now from like temporary factions, I guess. Just my luck. Make a hard thing to do even harder. I do have an elephant bow on the shelf, but I want a thrum bow. They're not the same. So what does this need? Because I can't craft it right now. Oh, it needs more jade than I currently have. Let's try to summon the jade, shall we? Attract meteors? See if we can get a... I would need port fuel. Oh, you know, I think it's complaining that I don't have 3 mages. So, yeah, can't do that. The thing is, there's, if I did have a focal point, I could have 2 mages, but I'd rather just have the circle. So I guess we can't, do that just yet. Crimson, you're idle. Oh, that is a lot of cotton that you sown. I guess I'm fine with him being idle. Whatever. So, Bowen. I need to take another organ out of you. So I'm going to do something a little risky here, and I'm going to install the lung to take the lung out. So that he has lost an organ and therefore is upset. It's risky because he's laying on the ground in a dark room, so my surgery success chance is a bit horrible. And I failed. So, you, friend, are going to lose a kidney instead. Because I destroyed the lung in the process. I didn't manage that. Alright, maybe I need to, like, illuminate it. Nah. It's all just medical training. Join, or you become our, medicine test subject. Alright, I'll try again tomorrow. I'll let you in your 1% torso, or whatever it is. 2% torso, 6% torso heal up. You're safe for now. It's actually pretty easy to do. All I'd have to do is capture him, put him in a proper bed, and now I should be able to take the kidney out without screwing up. Okay. So, his mood is back down into the 0 range, possibly triggering the wanting to force convert. Shield, you have tattered apparel of your pants. I'll have you make new pants. Or I'll make you new pants, I should say. There's a lot going on around here. This island needs to be attacked soon. This is good use of crafting level up. Also seems to me like we're sort of low on granite. So I can acquire some more granite blocks for construction projects. Because all the we didn't vote on it, but like all those path blocks are costly. So for Shield's new pants, we'll make him mine for it. Earn it that way. Where are they? I don't see them. Oh, we put them on the ground. I'd also like to extract some skulls and strip some corpses In fact, let's get a whole bunch of skulls. Skull spikes are fun. They're very pretty. Thank you, shield. And the minions will do the rest of the work. They'll haul the stuff that needs to be hauled. So yeah, skulls in silver are expensive, but we don't have a lot to spend. Oh, you want to go berserk? All right, turnip, beat him up. In fact, Sildon, you beat him up too. Here, Sildon, you melee attack. Stop. Because in the process, actually, Guero, it'd be better if you came. Because when you get punched when you're a slave, you get suppressed. So using a berserking enemy to trigger slave suppression is kind of two birds, one stone. We can get there before the door breaks. Oh, well, your middle finger's gone. Bowen apparently is better at magic from beating Guero up. Bowen here does not want to go down. I'm glad he's not casting. Okay, you're gonna I'm gonna have the minion bite you to death now. Or not. There he goes. Down he goes. So, it was a mental break that I was not hoping for. I wanted a different catharsis, but oh well. It's melee training at this point. Although, melee training your slaves is probably a bad idea. Because you're only going to make them more annoying to suppress as they can fight back. Bowen, you're about to lose leg privileges, though. If you continue on your path, Bowen, your legs will be removed. So keep it up. I dare you. So, most of the pathing is done. There's just small swaths over here that need doing. Shield! Oh, wait, what? I distinctly remember telling you to put your pants on. And then you didn't. There he goes. Pants are on now. Keep your pants on, friend. We're not that kind of colony. I don't have, as part of the drug policy, ambrosia. Let's do every 3 days if mood is below 60. And then for goblins, every 3 days if mood is below 60. Every 3 days is not very often for ambrosia. Ambrosia is not that addictive. That ought to help with a little bit with mood. Turnip was a little upset from getting punched, I guess. Or having a friend die. I kind of wish my colonists didn't make friends with the enemy. It's annoying. A feature I don't care much for in RimWorld. Like, they're enemies. We want them dead. Why are you upset by that? Olsen. We have not made much progress with you. Some of it, I think, is just my fault of using the wrong ordnance. But Tal is so busy that I can't just use Tal only. Conversion ritual is going to be another week. But I can try to hit Olsen with a ritual once it's off cooldown. Maybe speeding up the process a little bit more. Now, I am going to temporarily deviate from advanced agriculture to get research of that I personally want. Oh, you know what? We have... Where's our brewing? Where is... Oh, it's here. That's agriculture, right? And let's go get some hops grown. That would also help with mood. I know that there's a possibility of getting mead and wine and all that too. But at least regular brewing is straightforward, as long as it's a temperature-controlled room. Visitors with stuff to trade. Maybe we'll get lucky, and they'll have like a Heart of the Eternal, or Orb of the Eternal, just like randomly. Probably not. They came with raw wood, magicite, and fire pots. Fire pots are actually not terrible. They're like Molotovs, more or less. This is an enchanted bow. I should pay a little bit closer attention to that. I'm also going to part with the minor gems, because I intend to make, like, big gems. So, a lot of goods are being traded. I'm not going to go so far as to say it was great trade, but good enough. Is it time for sprites? I was running sprites, but I can run sprites again. So let me modify the Earth's... Oh. The Earth Sprites zone. Get Thomas on that. So without the jade for the thrumbo, maybe it's best that we work towards other tasks. So I'm going to want mana weave for robes and the like. So 300 mana weave would be a good thing to work towards too. Probably going to be more cloth than I have available to me, but the advantage of mana weave, if you're wondering, is the things that you make out of mana weave will inherit magical properties as a result. So it inherits many of the physical properties of cloth, but acquires an additional reactive response to physical force. Kind of like magical hyperweave, if you will. So it has really high sharp armor, good insulation properties, so that when we wear magical clothing, it also protects us from physical harm, not just adding like mana and energy, because mana and energy alone is not enough to keep us totally protected, because there's always the stray arrow here or there. Brewing is done. All right. So what to research next? I'm going to get advanced agriculture. I haven't changed the fields over yet, I just don't want to do like the mental math of like what ratios of like lentils and mushrooms and onions. At some point, maybe if we need to eke out additional morale for our colony, I'll bother with that. But I think just ambrosia, psychoid tea, and beer is probably going to be most of what we need. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Death of the Isle, which originally streamed live on Twitch February 11th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. Hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Sauron faithful.